Welcome. This video, we're going to cover some additional examples for lesson 5-6. This is when we are comparing unit rates. And this also, we look at unit prices here, right? So a unit price, that's where we find what is the price for one single item. In this case, we want to find the price for one colored pencil. That's why they call it a unit price, because it's for that one item. Well, what you do is you set up your rate, which is $2.88 for 9 pencils. And like we did in last time, we want the denominator to be 1, so we're going to divide not by 1. This is where the 1's going to be for one pencil. What's the price for one pencil? I can't write colored pencil that easily, so you're just going to write pencil. And we're going to divide the top and the bottom by 9. Okay, so we'll come down here. I don't have a calculator handy. And in my last video, I made a silly mistake. So I'm going to go ahead through this. Now, I'm looking like I'm going to have to turn myself sideways to figure this out. But that's okay. Okay, now we go 9 into 28 3 times. That's 27. So 28 minus 27 is 1. Drop down our 8. Ooh, this is kind of sloppy because it's all like sideways. That's okay, though. We don't have to go much further because 9 goes into 18 2 times. All right. And so $2.88 divided by 9 is 32 cents. So that means that it's 32 cents per colored pencil. Enter our value, check our answer. Good job, we got it. Okay. Well, we got 4 more examples we're going to look at in this video. Let's keep moving on. Next one up, we got a fraction. Okay, we want to find the unit price. A third of a gallon of apple juice for $2.44. Remember, it's price per item for one of the items. And well, this is a gallon. We want to be able to, you get that jug of apple juice from Costco, and we want to know, is this going to be a better value than a smaller container of apple juice from QFC or the IGA or Hagen, something like that, right? See if did I cover all the stores? Maybe not. And so when we do that, what we need to do is the first step for comparing better values is to find a unit price. And this time, we're just going to find the unit price for this one example right here. So we set it up like we did before. $2.44 per 1/3 gallon. Okay. So we need to divide the top and the bottom by 1/3, because 1/3 divided by 1/3 will be 1, and that's what we want for a unit price. 1 in the denominator. In this case, it'd be 1 gallon. Gallon is our unit. And up top, we're also dividing by 1/3. Now, remember, Mr. Bliss taught us about dividing with fractions, keep, change, flip. So on top, we have 2.44 divided by 1/3. Well, we're going to keep the 2.44. We're going to change the division to multiplication, and we're going to flip the 1/3. When you flip 1/3, the reciprocal 1/3 is 3. So we're just doing 2.44 times 3. All right, well, we got that set up. 3 times 4 is 12. Carry that 1. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Carry that 1 over there. And then 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Now, don't forget that decimal right there. We have 2 decimals, so we go over 1, 2, put our decimal there. So it's going to be $7.32. Oh, that's a 3, if you can't tell. Almost didn't come out. $7.32 per 1 gallon. or per gallon. Over, when it says over 1, you can just say per that unit. So in this case, per gallon. That already gave us a dollar symbol, so we just need to type 7.32. Check our answer. Nice. No multiplication mistakes there. And we then move on to our third example. All right, now we're going to determine the better buy. This is where we look at 2 unit rates, and when we're talking about better buys, the better buy is one where we pay less, right? So we want to figure out which one has the lower unit rate, unit price. Okay, so we have a kilogram of bananas for $2.06 and 4 kilograms of bananas for $7.48. All right, this is great. This one right here is $2.06 for 1 kilogram, right? Kg, that's lowercase kg, that's how we abbreviate kilograms. And so look at that, it's already in a unit price. So then our second one, which is per 4 kilograms, that one we're going to need to do some division. So we have $7.48 for 4 kilograms. Okay, and we need to get this as a unit price, we need to divide the top and the bottom by 4. You know what? I did not do. I just got me in trouble on a video before. I didn't read the rest of the question. Let's read this sentence frame that we have for which we need to answer our question. The unit price of 1 kilogram of 1 kilogram of bananas is $2.06 per kilogram. We can fill in some of these spaces here, some of these blanks, because we know some of this information we already have. The unit price for 4 kilograms of bananas is $7.48. So the unit price per kilogram, that's what we're figuring out. That's our division up top that we were in the middle of, and I paused that. And then the unit price for 1 kilogram of bananas, $2.06 is blank to the unit price of 4 kilograms of bananas for $7.48. So blank is the better buy. All right, good. We're on the right track. I just wanted to make sure I was not leading us astray here. What do we need here? 4 divided by 4 is 1 kilogram. Good. That's what we need for unit price. Is 1 in the denominator. And then up top, we need to do $7.48 divided by 4. Well, here's some space right here. We're going to do right here. $7.48 divided by 4. Well, 4 goes into 7 one time. 7 minus 4 is 3. We drop down that 4. We have 3. Oh, I'm going to run out of space down there. And 4 goes into 34 8 times. And that's 32. So we got 34 minus 32 is 2. And we drop the 8 down for 28. So just going over here, we got to kind of like, woo, on the side, right? We continue that up over there. And 4 goes into 28 7 times. Now, if you had a piece of paper, this would be easier. I'm working on the screen. I can't really scroll it around. So 4 times 7 is 28. And there we have it. It is $1.87 per kilogram. Now we can go over here and finish what we got. So 4 kilograms of bananas for $7.48 is $1.87 per kilogram. So the unit price for 1 kilogram for banana is, what is it, less than, equal to? So let's write this right here. 2.06. Comparing that to $1.87, 1.87. Well, this is greater than 2, this is less than 2, so 2.06 is greater than 1.87. And when it comes to unit price, remember, you want the value that's less than. So that means that the 4 kilograms of bananas for $7.48 is the better buy. We check our answer. Fantastic. Okay, we are on a roll here, and that's wonderful. All right, now, am I losing track of what problem I'm on? Oh, yeah. Now we're going to compare the rates to find what is greater. So 315 visitors in 21 days or 714 visitors in 51 days. Neither one of them is as a unit rate. But why do we want to know what's greater? Think of this as like your cafe, right? The more people that you have per day, the more money that you could potentially make, right? You want to get the traffic through your cafe, through your business, and so that the more you have, the more potential profit you could be earning. So we want to compare these rates and see which, what was greater. This is like, we're talking early November, or is a lot of shoppers in December, or are we looking at spring, when like fall when school's back in, versus the summer when people are on vacation, right? We're looking for the greater value. So we're going to need to find the unit rates for each of these. Okay. We have 315 visitors in 21 days. So we're going to need to divide the top and the bottom by 21 to figure out how many in one day. Okay. So 315 divided by 21. 21 goes into 31 one time. And we're left with 10 left over. We drop down the 5, and 21 goes into 105 5 times, because 5 times 21 is 105. Okay, so for this, in this first situation, we have 315 visitors in 21 days. That's 15 per day. So let's go ahead and get that filled in. The unit rate is 15 visitors per day. Can you make that out? Notice there was no units, so we need to make sure we have both units. Remember, both visitors and days. We need both those units in there. That's why this is the correct one. Now we need to solve the other one. I should have done that first. Look at that. It's like getting down into my writing right there. That's no good. That is no good. Well, you know what we'll do? We'll clear that up. Oh, here we go. Here's my eraser. Just clear up a little bit of space right here. And we're going to do the next one in blue. So we have 704. Oh, we should not have done blue. We should not have done blue. Everything is blue on this page. 740 purple. 714 visitors. If I can write clearly, though, in 51 days. I'm having writing issues. So we want to know how many visitors. Oh, man, I'm messing it all up here. I'm having some trouble. We want to know how many visitors for one day. So to do that, we need to divide the top and the bottom by 51. Okay, now I got some space here. Maybe I can do this a little neater. We got 714. As I say that, I'm unable to draw 7. Divided by 51. Wow. Maybe it's my purple. Does not want me to draw in purple right now. Well, that goes in there one time. And 71 minus 51 is 20. Drop down the 4. So how many times does 51 go into 204? That's 4 times. That is 4 times. So we know we get 14 visitors per day. So in that situation, 714 visitors in 51 days, the unit rate is 14 visitors per day. Visitors per day. And so that unit rate, well, 15, right, 15 is greater than 14. Oops, gotta click the mousey tool. So the unit rate of 315 visitors in 21 days is greater. Hopefully you can make that out. That got a little chaotic. I am not going to write purple again. That did not work as well as the red. Let's check our answer though. Oh, whew, clear, good and clear. We're good, we got that. Okay. Now, here we want to compare the rates to find which is the better value. So back to a better value. Better value is going to be a unit price. When we compare unit prices, we want the one that is less than the other. Okay. Start with red because we know red works for us. So the unit rate for $304 for 160 square meters of carpet is so many dollars per square meter. And the unit rate for $546 for 260 square meters of carpet is so much per square meter. Right? Oh, that's right, I have my highlighter. All right, so blank is the better value. Is it going to be the, basically, is it going to be the 304 for 160 or the 546 for 260? That's what we need to figure out. By this time, some of you might be saying, hey, instead of writing that fraction and writing, well, let's actually set this, let's move through this, and then I'll explain. We've got $304 for 160 square meters. We want to know per 1 square meter, what's the cost? So we divide the top and the bottom by 160. Okay? And we get 304 divided by 160. And 160 goes into 304 one time. And 304 minus 160 is 144. Oh, that's not going to work. So we need to start going down into the decimals there. And you know what? We drop that 0 down. So now it's like, okay, how many times does 160 go into 1,440? Well, both got zeros. So what we're asking is how many times does 16 go into 144? Right? Take a moment to think about that. See if you can have an idea of what that might be. Well, it's going to be not a line down the middle of the page. Let's get rid of that. It's going to be 9. Because 9 times 16 is 144, and 9 times 160 would be 1,440. No remainder. Okay, so it is $1.90 per square meter. Not going to use purple this time. Not going to use blue. See how well green treats us. Okay, so each time we've been doing this, when we would find our unit rate, our unit price, we write it out like a fraction like here, and then it helps us visualize that we need to divide both the top and the bottom by 160 to get that denominator of 1. But some of you might have noticed and say, hey, can't we just take that original ratio, or original rate, I should say, that original price, and just go straight to the division? So if we have the second scenario where it's $546 for 200 square meters, can't we just say, okay, our unit price is going to be this number right here? It's just going to be 546. That's supposed to be, there we go. There we changed it. 546 divided by 260. And yeah, you can go straight to that division right there. If you want, this is nice and consistent. You'll get consistent results. But if you're feeling really comfortable, this is a way to kind of speed up some of your work. Just be careful. Keep track of your units. That's the advantage of this. The units, notice how the dollar stays on top, square meter stays on the bottom. This is where it gets in trouble. If you lose track of your units, you might get things reversed. But we need to do 546 divided by 260. Okay, clean that up a little bit. Now, we double 26, we get 52. So if we double 260, we'll get 520. So we know that 260 is going to go in there twice. And 546 minus 520 is 26. So we have a little remainder. And we're going to drop a 0 down because we know 260 goes into 260 one time. Saying 1 and wrote 1 in that case where I needed to write a 0. That was silly of me. So it's $2.10 per square meter for the second. So buying more did not make it a better deal. So the second option was $2.10 per square meter. That means the first option, 304 for 160, is the better value. And the reason is, we can try this one in purple again. 1.9 is less than 2.1. Let's go ahead and check our answer. Fantastic. We nailed it. We got it right. We just powered through 5 additional examples for lesson. What lesson was that? That was lesson 5-6. I almost forgot what lesson I was on. Lesson 5-6. All right.